Hello! Finally, I'm finally making the video. I think I just spent 2.5 hours trying to figure out how to just make a video from my computer with my webcam. And the only software I can find, I have to update my computer to use the software. Anyway, I'm going back to the way I always do it with my phone. So I might have to look up there a couple of times to check and make sure that I'm still in view. But here we go. This is already listed in the Etsy shop. For the first time, it got in the Etsy shop before it got on YouTube. Anyway, if you wanted to see me finish it, you can watch a video that I made earlier today. Otherwise, off we go. So this guy, it's a lap book-ish. I'm calling it a lap book-ish because kind of is, kind of isn't. This is a cute bookmark. It's an owl. And yes, my husband has one less pair of jeans now that I made this journal. And there's the back. So basically, it's just 2 books that I gutted to have these book covers. The spines are all made out of old jeans. And it is 8.5 inches tall, 6 inches wide, and about 3.5 inches on this spine. All the details are in the Etsy listing. FYI, it's got a journal plate on the cover. It's got this really cool clasp. Be gentle with it because it's on there with brads. Just, don't rip it open and close. Just gently close it, gently open it, and it should be fine. And then there you can see the Rusty Prima bindings clips. And then when you open it, I'm going to take out the bookmark so it's not in the way, but that's what that looks like. Now see, here I go. I just have to check the camera. Thank you all for your patience. Gotta scoot over. All right, and I know there's a tiny bit of glare from the ring light. Sorry about that, but it's okay. So on this side, it's an actual journal, and on this side, it's a pocket of goodies. And I had my husband just cut this with his saw so that, you could see all the things in the pocket, right? And then when you go to open it, if this is flipped down and it catches on the table, it becomes a kickstand. So just flip this up when you go to open it, and then it'll lay flat. So I have the original end pages. And then the front and back of each signature, I did use the laser printer on so that images are just yummy. See, now right there, it's not down, so it's a kickstand. Now it's down and it lays open, very nice. I was just playing with my new vintage stand. All right, and before I flip through the whole thing now, one last camera check. See? Good thing I checked. Okay, good. Now we can see the whole thing. Can actually see what you're looking at. So this book is a little bit, I got stuff from everybody. I got the covers from Book. I got the Indigo eco-dyed pages from Rosemary. There's all kinds of stuff in here. So I'm just going to quickly go through it. It does have a lot of sewing, and I used a blue thread. Actually 2 different colors of blue thread, so it would match the dark and the light. And I also used blue waxed linen, and I'll show you the middle of the signature. And, sorry, one more second. Okay. There's stamping, there's sewing, there's some vintage tape. There's lots of pockets with goodies tucked in. This is an envelope. There's a napkin in there. And here you can see the indigo blue waxed linen. And this envelope was a little bit too big, so what I did was I cut it to the width I needed it, and then I just put a zigzag stitch on it. It's full of goodies. And then I did a little bit of ephemera with some stamping. So there's pockets and tucks. Again, these are done with the laser. There's some more napkin for collaging. Ledger. You guys know. Here is a Tundex card for Rumpelstiltskin. Another one of Rosemary's pages. I love the way that paper eco dies. Definition for Inspire. I left the tags blank so that you could decorate them yourself because this part over here is full of ephemera. This envelope is empty. Some more of Rosemary's Indigo paper. This is a spice tag. I don't know where I got that. It was the only one I had. This is a file folder. Ledger. Another tag to decorate. Don't know what kind of tag that is. Maybe a coat check tag. Some more old ledger. That page still has the flower stuck to it, which I think is really fun. Little lady peeking out of there. You know, you can only say tags, pockets, tucks so many times before it gets to be. I'm getting low on my onion skin ledger, but I love it. This is my last one, Donna. I'm out. My last one. That came from Donna in Australia. She sent me a few of those. So out of a tiny little ledger. So there's 120 pages in this journal. I love the birds on that page. And that's lit. Some more ledger. Another pocket. Playing card, just because it had blue on it. All things blue in here. My stamp, and then it's got the owl Ex Libris plate. All right, and then I just felt like I had to put something on there, so I did. I just put 2 blue stamps. And let's see if I can tip this and show you. So see, here's the bottoms, and I built a box. And I used the extra, and it goes all the way around this way. I used the 1 extra piece of end paper because I salvaged them all, you know, for the front and the back here and inside and bottom inside there to make the box for everything to go in. So you can use the clips to clip everything in. You can clip one here to clip something to the front and clip others to the back. Let me get everything out, and then I will show you as I put it back in. But right here on the edge, these are fun little pen clips. You see how they just clip on like that? So the space was just perfect, so I put it in there and clipped it and put one of my pens. Here is some of that blue, I think it's Timmy washi, like movie reel. There is a package of bachelor button seeds. This is a little piece of wallpaper that I turned into an envelope. And it is full of, there's more in there, the leftover ephemera that I didn't use, so you could decorate it yourself. There's flowers and birds and all kinds, butterflies, all kinds of fun little things. And then these are the only 2 little pieces of marble paper left, so I figure they should go in there. Okay, so those are in there. There's a little, on a ball pin, just some little fabric swatches. This one, I chopped up one of these file folders and I wanted to use it all. So this has just got some velvet up here, some collaging on the front and back. The inside is just plain tea and coffee dyed paper. So there's that guy. And then this one has got one of those hot glue and wax seals on it with some vintage tape and collage bits. You open it up, some collaging here, and then I'm not going to take everything out this time, but there's a pocket and there's all kinds of ephemera and tags in there. Back here, more tags. Pocket tucks, ephemera, whatever. I just stamped vintage on that one. And there's the back of that one. And then this one, it's got a gold edge. There's just an envelope clip to the back. first page of this one was the last piece of indigo paper that I had. And these have rounded corners. And then the whole rest of the journal is just tea-dyed. And again, a couple of goodies tucked in that pocket. And then back here is the same thing. You just had a whole bunch of blue. There's a tag, and you get to the next section. And there's another one of those ledger pages. And then in the very back is about a third of a sheet of vintage tape for you to play with. And then there is the paper clip on the back. So then if you take everything, slide it back in like so. I'm telling you, there's a method to my madness. It all goes back in real nice. Tip it up on the ends. The washi slides back in there. And then you can take one clip and clip this little guy to the front, and the other clip and clip these guys to the back if you don't want them to move. Put the little bookmark in there and see how it kind of, you know, it kind of sticks out a little bit. Because there's that void right there, it doesn't bother anything when you close it. And so I think the only thing, see there, the only thing not attached is the bookmark. Now I'm sure you could stick it right in here and it may also stay. Yeah. It doesn't move if you put it right there. But I thought he was cute, and he's been wandering around here in my studio for ever and ever and ever and ever. So there it is, it's done. And I keep saying, this is the final project or the final journal of 2021, and I get another one done. And now I just saw that my battery was low, so hopefully I don't have to start over again. But if I come back and say, here we go, take 2, it's because I started when my battery was low. Anyway, if I don't see you guys or chat with you guys before the holidays, happy holidays. This is in the Etsy shop. The link is down below. You can also just go to www.junkjournalshop.com, and you might want to go check out a couple of my last few videos if you want to find out how to win one of these 2 large packs of ledger paper. That's coming up really soon. Have a great afternoon, everybody, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.